Good evening, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, evening headlines on March 3, 2023. Family wins settlement in claim over teacher's asbestos cancer death. The Guardian, asbestos found in Building 21 High School in West Oak Lane. CBS News, asbestos closes a West Oak Lane high school, forcing students to virtual learning. Florence and her cubs give hope that West African lion can come roaring back. Trump urges courts to dismiss frivolous police lawsuits over January 6. The Independent, the court case that could bring down Fox News. The Week UK, Rupert Murdoch empire, Fox News at crossroads as Trump runs again. Bloomberg, opinion, Fox News was never a real news network. CNN, there's never been a better time to take on Fox News. Vanuatu, Pacific nation reels from twin cyclones and earthquake. BBC, earthquakes, back-to-back cyclones batter Vanuatu. France 24 English, Vanuatu braces for second major cyclone in 2 days, as northern province hit by earthquake. ABC News, Vanuatu declares state of emergency after series of earthquakes, multiple cyclones. WION, Vanuatu gets back-to-back earthquakes, cyclone. Use of nuclear weapons in Ukraine, inadmissible, says Quad Group after Putin exits from New START treaty. The Independent, Ryabakov at disarmament conference warns of nuclear clash because US is supporting Ukraine. Foreign policy, Russia says US, NATO's increasing involvement in Ukraine fraught with direct military clash of nuclear powers. Anadolu Agency, English, Russian envoy says nuclear powers may clash over Ukraine. The Independent, US, NATO role in Ukraine risks catastrophic consequences. Russia. Spy balloon in your phone, growing calls to ban TikTok threaten its future. The Guardian, TikTok, China-backed apps are national security threats, Gina Raimondo exclusive. Bloomberg, US House panel clears bill empowering Joe Biden to ban TikTok. Hindustan Times, TikTok a potential national security risk, White House. NDTV, analysis, the resistance to a TikTok ban is growing in Washington. Hong Kong model Abby Choi murder investigation makes 6th arrest after body parts found in fridge. Sky News, a family feud, gruesome, kill room, and pots of human soup. How the murder of Abby Choi shocked Hong Kong. The Independent, one more man arrested in case of slain Hong Kong model. The Washington Post, chainsaw, meat grinder, what police found from house where Hong Kong model was killed. NDTV, Abby Choi, 6th suspect arrested in 28-year-old Hong Kong socialite's murder. I'm 22 but my daughter is 13. You do the math, couple go viral for perfect family. The Independent, couple in their 20s adopt teenagers and they're set to become empty nesters before their 30s. Digested Week, King Charles has tea with Ursula and shows Harry who's boss. CEAC 2023 Live, Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz speak at right-wing conference. The Independent, scandal grips this year's CPAC event, Politics Weekly America podcast. The Guardian, Matt Schlapp conveniently sidesteps the elephant in the room at CPAC, a sexual misconduct allegation. Vanity Fair, 3 things we're keeping an eye on at CPAC this week. You'll have your own cove, reader's favorite budget beach stays in Europe. Crucial high seas treaty stuck over sharing of genetic resources. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, world leaders congratulate Nigeria president-elect. BBC, Nigeria's Obi says he won presidential election. Reuters, Nigeria election, ruling party candidate declared winner of bitterly contested vote. The Independent, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is Nigeria's newly elected president. The Washington Post, 5 truths about the Nigerian presidential election, by Gibran Ibrahim. New disease caused by plastics discovered in seabirds. Ukraine war, Kyiv orders partial evacuation of liberated city. G20 fails to agree on joint statement over Ukraine as Blinken meets Lavrov. The Independent, Russia accuses West at G20 of blackmail and claims it has China's support. The Guardian, has the G20 meeting produced solutions or more divisions? Al Jazeera English, G20, India's platform for global leadership. The Hindu, end this war of aggression, in Ukraine, Blinken tells Russia's Lavrov at G20. Day after meeting, Blinken and Lavrov exchanged diplomatic swipes. Reuters, Antony Blinken and Sergei Lavrov meet for first time since Ukraine war. BBC, G20, Blinken meets Lavrov as US and Russia trade barbs over Ukraine war. Euronews, Ukraine News, Live, Bakhmut fight rages, round the clock, as Zelensky's forces hold on. The Independent, Antony Blinken meets Sergei Lavrov face-to-face for first time since Russia invaded Ukraine. Belgian mother who murdered her 5 children euthanized at own request, on 16th anniversary of killings. Sky News, Genevieve Lermit, Belgian mother who killed her 5 children euthanized. BBC, Belgian mother who killed 5 children euthanized 16 years after deaths. Evening Standard, mum who slit throats of her 5 kids is euthanized at her own request. Daily Record, Belgian mother who slit throats of her 5 children euthanized 16 years later. Ales Bialiatski, Nobel Prize-winning activist sentenced to 10 years in jail. BBC, Belarusian Nobel Prize winner Bialiatski sentenced to 10 years in jail. Euronews, Belarus jails Nobel Peace Prize-winning dissident Ales Bialiatski. The Guardian, Nobel winner Bialiatski jailed in Belarus for a decade, sparking outcry. EURACTIV, Ales Bialiatski, Nobel Prize winner jailed for 10 years in Belarus. Ukraine-Russia news, latest, Bakhmut, practically surrounded, Putin's war chief says. The Independent, Russia-Ukraine war live, Wagner boss calls on Zelensky to order retreat from practically surrounded Bakhmut. The Guardian, Ukraine war, latest, mystery over reported attack on Russian territory. Putin nuclear threats condemned, we could lose, pundit tells state TV in highly unusual comments. Sky News, Ukraine-Russia war news, latest, Putin's nuclear threats condemned as Bakhmut battle rages. The Independent, Bakhmut burning, fires everywhere as Russians close in on city's capture. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.